Hi folks, over on my Patreon site at patreon.com/StephenCronin, Warda made a comment the other day that I think struck a chord with many of us, saying she felt like she'd hit a plateau and doesn't feel as if she's improving. I've had moments like this many a time. You'll do a painting and you're just completely unsatisfied with it and feel as if you haven't made any progress for some time. The painting's no better than what you were doing this time last year, this time 5 years ago, 10 years ago. I think part of the problem is we're all our own worst critics, and I think a lot of the time we're sort of improving subconsciously without even realising it. And it's like if you're learning to play a musical instrument, the guitar or the piano or something, you just keep bashing away and you can't get any sort of sense of the tune, but eventually, suddenly you'll play it, suddenly you'll recognise the tune and you've made that breakthrough. And I think it's just the same thing with any sort of craft, as well as painting. And the more we practice, you can only improve. I mean, you can't get any worse. I think sometimes, especially if I'm trying something different, I don't know, maybe buildings or a street scene or something, something that you don't normally do. You're sort of getting out of your comfort zone, and you look at the paint and you think, oh, it looks rubbish. If I do 2 or 3 paintings in a row that I really don't like, what I'll do is, to get back on track, I'll go back to a tried and tested composition, one that I know I've done plenty of in the time, in the past, and I know I should be able to knock out pretty well. Maybe look at, sometimes I'll look on my Instagram page for old paintings I've done. And what I find is it's more about the composition than anything else, the way the elements are laid out in the scene, than anything, colours or anything like that. If you can get the thing laid out properly with the trees and the landscape and the horizon and the sky, just in the right place, it tends to bring you back on track. Especially, I mean, I don't do a preliminary sketch. I mean, that might help, definitely. I think if you feel as if you're not getting anywhere, do a preliminary, go back to sketching if you don't already, just to make sure you got everything, all the elements and the composition, all the parts of the painting down in pencil first before you start putting the colour on. So, I mean, to conclude, Warda, I think you definitely are improving. I think we're all improving. Sometimes it really doesn't feel as if we are, but I can assure you we are, and one day you will do that one painting that sort of takes you to the next level and you'll think, blimey, I didn't realise I was capable of doing that, and suddenly everything's a bed of roses again.